growing up in the North Linden area. I stayed with my mom from the age of birth to the age of 2. I moved with my dad because there was kind of like court custody going on, and they gave me to my dad from my mom. They took me away from my mom because there was shit going on. Really don't realize it because I was like 2. But I ended up going to stay with my dad. I lived off the west side, off of Sullivan Avenue is where I started growing up. We ended up moving up north into the North Linden neighborhood off of Manchester Avenue. That's Weber Road area, down there in North Linden. We ended up staying there from the time I was 2 to about the time I was 12. I went to Hamilton STEM Academy for an elementary school. I ended up going to the Old North Adult, if anybody knows where that is. That's off of Arcadia. And, well, it's just like life started getting rough growing up. It's basically like at the age of 7 is when drugs started affecting my family really, really bad. I was actually being forced out onto the streets going to do deals for my dad. And it was rough, but I would have to get through it. That from the time I turned 12 to the time I turned 13 is when the time started getting even more rough. I started skipping school. I started going, smoking weed. I started doing other shit like drinking. Then next thing you know, I was outside of a store trying to get a shell one day for weed. And next thing you know, my mom pops off the bus. And it was like, I didn't know what to really say, but we ended up sitting down and having a talk. And from there on out, I started going back to my dad's, and I started realizing I was not really liking the life that I was living with him, because the life that I was living with him was mostly abusive. He was abusive and kind of like an alcoholic. He was a really bad drinker. But I ended up starting running away from him to be back with my mom. Ended up on the streets at the age of 13. I started doing drugs really, really heavy. And basically, life went on from there, being homeless. Been out on the streets, stayed with my mom from 13, almost 14. Ended up going to children's services from the time I was 14 to the time I was 16. And then I came back out on the streets with my mom. And basically, it's just life goes on harder and harder. It's just, we gotta live what we gotta live.
What are your plans? Do you really want to go get clean?
Yeah, like I really want to be able to go get help for me and my mom. We've tried it once or twice. It's just she walked out, and the thing is I want to be with her, so that's why I walked out.
Okay. Do you want to do this soon? Do you want to set something up with Maryhaven? Maybe see if you can go in detox and try it again?
No, my mom was able to be there with me, then yeah, I'll go today.
I understand. I mean, and I know everybody else should understand. Your mom's really sick, and you want to spend as much time with her as you can. So I can't hold that against you.
Yeah, because like say me being with my dad from the age of 2 to the age of 13 without my mom being there, and then her coming back into my life, yeah, I would want to spend the rest of my life with her.
Did they steal your tent, or do you still got it?
No, they stole it.
Okay, they stole your tent.
They ended up stealing it that night. It was B-Rad.
Wow. Who's B-Rad?
You know the one long-haired dude you took a video of?
Long-haired dude.
Right here.
Yeah.
Him.
Scott?
No, the one after that, or the one before that.
I don't know if I did one before that.
Short dude, the one that always talks weird.
Okay. Well, man, we gotta stop this out here. What would be your plans? What are some of your dreams, though? Like, tell me some of your dreams.
Well, one of my dreams is to actually become a firefighter. I want to grow up and actually just basically help people. I try to help people whenever I can. Like I say, if somebody needs help doing something, I'll go and help them. Sometimes I get paid for it, sometimes I don't. Really don't matter. It's just matters of fact of helping. Like, I like to help. I don't like stealing. That's one thing out here that a lot of people do, and it's sad out here to see that. But yeah, people do steal. Like, we've had over, give or take, maybe $15,000 worth of shit that's been stolen since I've been out on the streets.
When you was 13 and you experienced coming to the streets, what was the first move you guys made? Did you stay up north?
Yeah, I actually stayed right there off of Hudson and the freeway.
And instantly started panhandling?
Yeah.
And it was you, your mom, and dad at the time?
No, this was actually the time I was running away from Dad.
Oh, okay.
And Dad was actually staying in the house still.
So it was just you and your mom?
Yeah, I had a choice. Back then, I had a choice. I could still be in the house if I wanted to. It's just I would have to be away from her. And I choose not to be away from her, so I choose to actually be out on the streets.
And did he care? Or no? Probably not.
Somewhat he did. He had a missing persons report out on me. I went missing for a long time. If you actually look up on the website for the missing children, you'll see my page on there.
Wow, you were on there because they was looking for you.
And the thing is, I was under their noses the whole time.
Well, you've been getting a lot of good comments, and a lot of people care about you.
Yeah.
I want you to know you got a lot of support.
That makes an effort.
From people you don't even know.
People I don't know, people that I don't even...
Right. Want to see the best in you, and one day we're going to do an update, and I'm telling you, you're going to have a whole different life than this.
Yeah,
and you're always going to have these videos.
That's good. That's something we can look back at and be able to smile.
That's right. 'Cause I've been there too. I've been on the other side. Yeah. I didn't do all the panhandling, but...
Yeah, it started out as panhandling, but then I switched to flying because it was like quicker and easier.
No, I get it.
Because people out here, when they give out money, all you have to do is sit there and hold the sign and they just hand out money out their windows. It's better than having to ask. Because when I was growing up, I was kind of sort of shy. So I didn't really want to ask for nothing. So I went to flying because it's easier just holding a sign.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
To be clean, to be out the streets, and to have a home for me and my mom.
That's good. Well, I'm going to cut this one, and, we're definitely going to do another one. You've honestly made this channel, you and your mom helped this channel become the platform that it is, and because of that, I want you guys to get the help, too, that you deserve. Everybody deserves a chance, because I know once they see the other side of the fence, life's so much better living this way than what it was.
Yeah.
The pain, the suffering, nobody caring, people loving seeing you down.
Thing is, I always see it as you always have to hit rock bottom to come up.
Well,
never know, this may be rock bottom. It's time to come up.
Oh yeah, watch, this is gonna turn around for you. Something's gonna happen with these videos, Charles, I promise you. And if it don't, I'm still here though, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So, until next time.